listen, I'm not going for a new year, new me stuff. I'm going for a new year, no mercy. I'm making the year 2026 my most productive, lucrative, and fulfilling year of my life. And it's all about execution and output. And I'm saying this publicly because the past few months proved something important to me, which is I can rebuild my own life. And this is real stuff. No hoping and no projecting on the future. It's just reality. And here's what happened in the past few months. I quit smoking back in April 2025. Cold turkey till this day. No negotiations of any kind. I made tons of videos about this topic already, you can watch those. But here's what people don't tell you about quitting smoking. When you stop consuming nicotine, the truth starts to show up. You start seeing your habits and you start to seeing your life without filters and without something to calm you down. And so what happened then, after I quit smoking in like 2 weeks or so, I picked up the habit of running weekly. It progressed from 2 times a week to 3 times a week, and also getting myself into calorie deficit. It's been 7 months now. I lost 20 kilograms, which is equal to 44 pounds. I went from 120 kilograms to 99 point something, more or less, and I'm still cutting. But the change wasn't the weight itself or the mobility or the movement. That all happened, of course, but something more important started to show up as well. The clarity that comes with running is the biggest change here. You see, marathon running is different. We're not doing cute runs and increasing speed and all that. We are doing long runs with no stimulation, no music, and it's just me, the road, and my shoes. And what happens is that when you run for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you just have your steps over and over again, you have nothing but your own mind to fight with. And when you fight with your mind, you start to see a different reality from the one you were living. And the more kilometers you add when you go 10, 15, and at what point I used to do half marathons. And when you are alone for this long time, your mind starts replaying everything you avoided, including the conversations that you lost, and you felt something is off and you should have said this and you should have said that. That all surfaces up. And with smoking quitting on top, you start connecting the dots and exposing the patterns, and it's just a matter of time before you are head on with the reality that you have been avoiding for a really long time. It pulls the truth out of you, whether you like it or not. And that clarity that came with running and quitting smoking showed me my marriage in its ugliest form. One-sided, draining, exploitative. And I confronted it once, twice, 10 times, going back and forth to ChatGPT, testing small things here and there to see her reaction. And it's exactly what I was afraid of. One-sided, draining, and exploitative. And so it was clear to me that I was living a version of reality in my head. And so collapse was just coming. And it did. I wish her the best regardless, but I'm done living in fantasy land where I am serving a version only exists in my head, while reality is just me giving and pretending this is love. The same thing happened with toxic friends. A couple of them existed in my life and I had a version of them in my head as well. The same thing happened. And now I am just down to 2 friends, which I honestly think is more than enough. And so what I want from this channel to be is not the highlight. It's not the fancy life. It's the rebuild. It's the journey where you cut toxic roots from your ground and build a life worth living in. I am so sick and tired of these influencers telling us the after without showing the real work, without showing the raw truth of transformation cost. So I will show the work, the messy part, the boring and the uncomfortable stuff, because it's the only part that counts. And I'm not talking about the motivational shit. I'm talking about failures, talking about shame, talking about inner thoughts that are dragging you down. And so my goals in 2026 are pretty simple and aggressive. Let's start with body. I will go from 99, where I am right now, to 80 kilograms. This will transform the shit out of me. That's 100%. And that's what I want. And I'm going to be running my first official marathon. I have some ambition to go to the top 20%. And to do that, I will have to progress my runs as well. Right now, I'm doing 2 times a week and do 2 calisthenics sessions. In the next 2 months or so, I'll be increasing the sessions from 2 to 4, and I will have like different types of runs: the easy run, the pace run, the recovery run, and the long run. And so by the end of the year, I will have the strength that is sufficient for me to go for an actual marathon, and I will be able to actually compete and be in the top 20%. It's a little bit ambitious, but I have time and I'm gonna live anyways, so let's give it a shot. And I don't need to do anything more than calisthenics. Honestly, I can just register at the gym. There is one close by, but it first consumes time, and second, it's only aesthetics. I'm not interested in going and lifting perfectly circled medals set up on a perfect bar. I'm not interested in that. I want real strength, and body weight is sufficient to provide that. And so what I want is consistency in training, not just vibes and looks. I don't want the gym hype. That's for the body. As for the financials, honestly, I'm ruined after my marriage collapsed. Staying would have costed me more, naturally. So this year, financially, is the reset. I will stabilize, I'll minimize spending, I will keep my job, and maximize my income. Everything is on the table, on the grid, off the grid. However I can get money, I will. And that's what I'm aiming for. I have the job, and I am building something online. Lifestyle, fancy shit, not interested. If it doesn't serve my goals, it's off the list. End of the story. As for relationships, honestly, I am not ready to go into a relationship right now, because during my runs, I figured out that I have boundary issues and also validation addiction, especially from women. So I decided to engage in relationships after my body is built and my mind is fortified. So stability comes over dopamine. And if you're interested in any part of this, quitting smoking, losing weight, running, doing calisthenics, I don't need you to download any ebook, and I don't want you to register in my coaching. Just write in the comments and I will answer you with every bit of knowledge I have to make sure you are on the path that you want to be. I just give you the instructions and then you follow. And if the topic is complex enough, I will make a video about it, no problem. That's why I am here. No clickbaiting and bullshitting. And if you feel excited to hear this, let's set up one rule for 2026 going forward. Pick one toxic route, one habit, one person, one pattern, one lie that you believe, one expense that is costing you a lot, and cut that. Cut it and execute daily. And the more you take toxins out of your life, the more clarity you will have in your life, and the faster you will be able to move forward. You see, I moved forward while I was married. I got into plateau and I stumbled and I had a financial collapse as well. All that because I was married. But after I left that toxic marriage, I just moved forward extremely faster. A lot faster than I thought would be possible. That's what the channel is all about, and this is the year I'm going to be building forward. Join me on this ride. That's it for this video. Stay safe and take care.